Yes, I am 100% stealing this idea from Penguin. I'll link his video in the description. It should come as no surprise that I'm not the most muscular person on the planet. That being said, I'm definitely not the weakest person on the planet. Part of the reason as to why I'm not as active as I should be is because of the environment bestowed by public gyms. Normally, when I work out, it's basic exercises like push-ups, sit-ups, weightlifts, etc. And anytime I do need to use heavy machinery, I'll use the gym equipment my parents got over the years. Now, as a college student, you'd think I'd have no issues accessing an on-campus gym. And yes, while I have used their gym from time to time, I've noticed a pattern when I go. I'll see people using their phones and recording themselves on TikTok. Originally, I thought they were just recording their process or showing off how they work out, but after watching this video by Penguin Z, I had a realization, and it's pretty f***ed up what they might have been doing.
Watch this guy try move to me at the gym. Checks absolutely nothing on his phone. Looks over at me being busy sorting my wrist straps. A swift return.
Basically, there's this trend on TikTok where people record themselves being a victim at a gym, usually revolving around catching others who are staring at them or being a creep. Notice the quotations. Majority of these videos are just people doing basic things out in public, but then you've got these assholes who make it seem like somebody should be chemically castrated because they recorded on their phone a person casually looking at them while they work out, or God forbid, they ask a question. You know, normal human interactions. I'm not saying this doesn't happen in the real world. I know there are predators, and yes, it's a real problem. But as said before, the majority of these videos on TikTok are just people recording themselves at the gym, which is weird on its own, might I add, and shaming people in the background, making accusations about them being a creep, claiming they're being victims of harassment. I have no idea if this is what was happening when I was at the gym, and I have no idea how many others, if any, were victims because of this trend. All I know is it's what's happening on TikTok, and people are attempting to recreate it for clout. Now, I'm going to show what is believed to be what started this trend, and you'll see how big of a problem it is.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate when there's waiters. It's me so uncomfortable. Feral, like fucking feral. There's mirrors everywhere, so it's like you can easily catch people.
Alright, the first problem is there's a stare counter for every time he so much as even looks in her general direction. Not really sure how it's up to 5. I guess she's also just counting every time he blinks. What do you expect people to do at the gym? Of course they're going to be observant. That's just common sense. Do you expect the guy to rip his eyeballs out in between sets like some Netflix thriller? He's not even staring at her. Okay, if he actually was, then yes, that's okay to be a little concerned and it can be uncomfortable, but nothing he did was even remotely something to be concerned about. Dude was just doing his own thing.
Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin. Unfortunately, this guy made the worst mistake known to man. He tried to be helpful. She admits she was hesitant to put the weight on. Guy offers her assistance. She shrugs him off, tries to play it nice, then sputters this horrific nonsense on screen. What if I rip his pee-pee off so he can never reproduce? Totally not an alarming thing to say, definitely not a threat that he could use to file a claim and take legal actions on her. Don't worry, it gets worse though, because after she sputters, "This is why I don't want kids," for some reason, she states, "Natural selection better take the weirdos out," which doesn't sound like something right out of Hitler's biography. However, the absolute dumbest remark she makes is at the very end, which she states he's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old. Bitch, what? Where did we go wrong in the world where that is a statement coming out of anyone's mouth? He wasn't staring. There's no such thing as an underage 21-year-old. You're not a child. You're definitely acting like a child, but you're legally old enough to a beer for Pete's sake. I can't even remotely figure out what she was trying to accomplish with this, but I'm going to move on because everyone's kind of said their bit about it. She apologized for it and even took the video down, but not like that did any good because this was a re-upload I found, so it's permanently plastered all over the internet. So this guy gets called out for taking a look at this girl while crossing the track, and take a look. Now, I don't know if she was saying all that as a way to call him out for his behavior, but shout out to Joey Swole, a very prominent figure in the community. He pointed out something that, once again, is common sense, especially at the gym. But the reason as to why this guy probably looked at her was because he was going by her path and wanted to make sure he wasn't in her way as she was doing lunges across it. That's the most logical explanation, but regardless, he doesn't do anything that remotely screams stranger danger. In fact, according to Joey Swole, the man is a regular at this gym, very kind and loved by both men and women, yet this lady who probably saw this trend, hoping for some clout, recorded every gym session, wasn't getting anything, so eventually singled out this guy who simply looked in her general direction. If Det v. Heard has taught us anything, it's that defamation is a problem, and had people taken this seriously without doing any research, they could have ruined a man's life. This isn't only a trend women are doing, because watch what this freaking douchebag does.
This guy.
Still moving my progress here.
What?
Still moving my progress.
I understand. Just
if I'm going, you can go
probably
there.
not legal, like I said.
Always awesome.
Yeah, so this guy is filming in the locker room, flexing to show his progress. Granted, yes, it's okay to film your progress, but not in the locker room where guys are changing. If you need to film, go somewhere else, or at the very least, wait until no one else is in there. Don't do it while other people are changing. The guy being called a schmuck in the video could have been full cock and balls exposed. That guy in the back is 100% right. You cannot do this! Now, going back over the first video I found on TikTok regarding this trend, even when I first saw this, it pissed me off. The guy never even looked at her, number one. He was just walking past her. Number two, she makes the accusations that he's checking nothing on his phone. He could have been checking the time. I don't know anyone that's gonna wear a Rolex to the gym. Hell, I don't even know anyone that still wears a watch anymore. There's just so many problems with her accusations, but it doesn't matter because he didn't do anything remotely weird or wrong. In fact, the only time he even speaks to her is just to ask a question about the gym equipment. He probably didn't know the name of the equipment because he's a first timer or simply not a regular. That doesn't matter though, because all he asked was if the machine was vacant, which, as anyone who's been to the gym knows, is something you should check before you start using it. All of these videos are just awful. Like, none of the people being accused or insulted deserve this kind of shame. It's a serious problem, and unsurprisingly, TikTok has said absolutely nothing in regards to making these kinds of videos. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know if this is what was happening the last time I was at the gym. All I know is people are highly influenced by what's trending on TikTok. This isn't the first time I've witnessed or potentially been a victim of these trends, as I've got another story I could share in regards to what happened with my family and how another TikTok trend resulted in property damage and police involvement. I just wanted to give my input and talk about this. I highly recommend y'all check out Joey Swole's TikTok and go watch Penguin Z's video on this, as they dive into the much greater depths of this problem. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time.